My name is Dorie Russo.
This is Frankie Russo,
and this is my real story. Well, every girl has a dream of being a mom. I thought, okay, I would marry when I got, at high school and then start having kids.
It was really interesting because we first met at Pizza Hut and we were there for 4 hours.
Well, I met him on a blind date at Pizza Hut, and I used to be a janitor at USSI, and one of my close friends there, she was like, I really think that you would like this guy, and I have been set up on, I could write a book on my blind dates from where. Well, he goes to church, Dorie, so I know that is, one of your main things.
Well, I came first and I parked way in the back waiting for her to show up, and she did the same thing.
I know it sounds weird, but it was like not love at first sight. He says it was for him, but he was my best friend, which is a good place to start.
We took off. She felt like she can talk almost anything with me, and I was very open with her, and it was really good.
Then the attraction built, and it was just, he had a love for God, a heart for kids, he was everything that I wanted. And now we'll be married 9 years in July. He had said that God gave him this vision of him having children.
I worked at a factory. During breaks, I worked second shift. I would go outside and then there was a house in front of the factory that, the mom and dad would be out there and the kids would be running around doing, playing around or whatever. And one night I was working and I was feeling down and very depressed, and it was my last break came up, so I walked outside and there was an awning outside and it was storming, raining, it was dark and everything, and I just asked the Lord, it's like, to myself, it's like, is there anything better for me out there, job wise? And I feel like he responded to me saying, there is something better out there for you. So I'm like, oh wow, he's right here. So I was thinking, I'd like to ask him something else. So I remember that family in front of that factory, and I asked the Lord, it's like, will I ever have that one day? And he says, I guarantee you will have that one day.
You start getting prepared to get ready for the family, and then months go by and years go by, and it's like, what is going on? You're like, okay, something's wrong with me. Something's wrong with him. The emotional part is nobody knows what you're going through because you just see everybody pregnant. You see everybody have kids. It's sad. It's frustrating. You're angry at God. The frustration of doctors not knowing.
This has been really hard. I've been through the hurt, the pain, wondering why can we have kids? Why did I got dealt this hand?
And we both had to get on the same page with adoption because we were not, you get this thing in your head like, this is our only other option, and there's like something wrong with it, but it's not. Some people have a heart for adoption, even they want to have natural kids. I was never like that until a couple years ago. You and Meredith had adopted from a place, and so we thought, oh my gosh, as fast as you guys got Colette, we'll get, that's where we're supposed to go. Did our home study and we were approved, and then you wait and you wait and you wait.
I know right now that through the adoption experience we've gotten really nowhere.
So it's like, okay, God, you want us to do this? And then you get frustrated, and then so it's like, okay, now where do we go? Then a couple years passed, I had found this other place down in Muncie, and she had taken our home study, but the closest we ever got with her was she had called and said that there was a baby that was for adoption, and the mother was wanting to not have them vaccinated. And so we were like, whatever, we don't care. If that's what you want, we'll do it. We were picked among 4 couples, and they looked at our profile and they liked us, but they ended up picking another couple. So that's the closest we've ever been.
I feel like that it's been a disappointment, and that's where I'm at.
Your trust just dwindles. And when you hear a message on Sunday saying, if God does not change your situation, are you still going to go with God? Of course you are. But it's still it still hurts. We keep asking God, please close the door if this is not what you want us to do. Please close the door. And I just feel like he keeps opening them. And we never thought that, now we're going through IVF.
Right now we're going through in vitro fertilization. It's a whole new thing that, we never looked into, but I feel like it's a perfect avenue of where we're going right now. And we're meeting with a great doctor, and he's helping us, through the process.
No matter what route, adoption, IVF, natural, I don't care. I've gotten tested. I'm good to carry a baby. I'm fine. Frankie's getting tested at the moment.
Going through this other avenue now, I feel like there's a door open and it's ready. So whenever we get the answer, we'll decide to either go through, in vitro or embryo route, or go through, another option.
How have I managed to walk through this? I don't know. God, I look like I have a very poor testimony of a Christian faith walk. I do. I just hope that God someday can see that I love him and I'm trying my hardest.
It's been going up and down like a roller coaster through this issue, or through this, because I feel like, I still hold that promise that we're going to have children, but on the other hand, it's like, why do we have to wait this long? It feels like I'm constantly, feel like I'm arguing with him, or like asking him, why are we going through this? But sometimes it's a reality check that, okay, there's a reason for this.
It's hard to say that my walk with God has gotten strong over this 6-7 years of waiting, because sometimes it hasn't. I've drifted away from him because he hasn't given me what I want. And that sounds superficial and disgusting as a human being. Like, you're only serving God to get what you want. No, I love the Lord. I've been saved since 9. It's just hard when it's just hard.
Like today, I work at a great job. I'm married to a beautiful woman that I really love. And now I'm holding the faith that the Lord's going to promise us that we will have children.
Really, really, really seek God before you jump in thinking you're doing the right thing. Oh my gosh, we did not ask God where he wanted us to go. Where do you want us to go? I mean, he might not be like, okay, here's a spotlight on where you should go, but he will lead you. We haven't gotten our answer yet, but I know our kids out there, I know it is.
Yes, it has brought us closer, because when I'm down, she comforts me, but, and also, encourages me that, we just gotta remain faithful, and we encourage each other that it's going to happen. And I do the same thing for her.
I've learned not to do so much things on my own. I was single for so long, it was me and God. So it was like meshing, your spiritual life with your spouse's. And that is one thing we have gotten closer, because we cry together, we pray together, we read the Bible together. What have you heard? Have you heard anything? You do get closer. I've grown a lot closer to Frankie than I ever have.
I tell her that we're going to have children. I know we're going to have them. We just gotta remain faithful to him.
If it's not meant to be, we'll know, and we'll just move on to the next area he wants us to go to. I do feel like he's grown my faith through all these hardships. He's got this.